This is question 9 from the MAC 1105, test number 3 paper review. So the directions say to graph the inequality, and we kind of luck out because if we ignore the inequality sign, we have a nice line that is in y equals mx plus b form. So b, remember, is the y-intercept, so that is 0, 4, and m is your slope. So I get rise over run, so I'm going to have to go up 5 and over 1 from that b term. All right, since I have this, I'm going to go in values of 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now I put those negatives in there. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so let me go ahead and plot this. Before I know I'm plotting a line, the other thing I need to be cognizant of is inequality. If it has an equal sign, then I know I have a solid line. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to plot b first, which is 0, 4, and I'm going to go up 5, so there's 2, 4, 5 over 1. Okay. Now, what I also can do is I can go down 5, 1, or 2, 4, 5, and over 1, down 5, over 1, just to kind of see where my line's at. All right, now that I have that plotted, I'm going to do a solid line. All right, and I'm going to put arrows on the end, but I'm not done. I have to do a test point, and I'm going to use test point 1, 1. So I plug this into the original and I see what happens. So x equals 1, y equals 1. So 1 is greater than or equal to 5 times 1 plus 4. So 1 is greater than or equal to 9. That is not true. That is false. So that means I'm going to shade the region that does not have the test point 1, 1 in it. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to graph this. And now I know that my solutions fall in this shaded region. All right, so let's go ahead and do number 10. Graph the inequality. This time around, I'm not as fortunate because I'm not in y equals mx plus b form. So that's the first thing I need to do is I need to move this to y equals mx plus b. All right, so I'm going to get y by itself. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to move the 3x over to the other side. So I have negative 6y is greater than negative 3x plus 12. And now I'm going to divide by negative 6. But since I'm dividing by negative 6, that is going to affect my inequality sign. It's going to go in the other direction when I'm dividing by a negative. And remember, that only happens when you're doing your last step of solving. Okay, so I get y is less than 1/2 x minus 2. Okay, now I know m is 1 over 2, so I'm going to go up 1 over to the right 2, and b is 0, negative 2. Okay, so I'm going to do units of 1 this time around. Okay, let's put those negatives in there. Okay, now I'm ready to graph. All right, so when I graph this line, I'm going to put the points first, and then I'm going to make sure it's dashed because I do not have an equal sign in that inequality. All right, so 0, negative 2, and I'm going to go up 1 to the right 2. So up 1 to the right 2 will give me here. Up 1 to the right 2 gets me here. Now I can go down 1 to the left 2 to get those last points. Down 1, left 2. Okay. All right, so I'm going to make this a nice dashed line that looks like that. So again, I'm not done. I have to use a test point. And again, because my line is not on 1, 1, I'm going to choose that. So x equals 1, y equals 1. I'm going to plug it in the original. So 3 times 1 minus 6 times 1, is that greater than 12? Well, we have 3 minus 6 is greater than 12. This is negative 3. That is false. So I do not graph above the line. I'm going to graph or shade below the line. So I'm going to shade below this line. So my answer is here. All right. So that is question number 10. All right, I'm going to go ahead and push my luck and do number 11 as well. Graph the inequality. So we did these on the last test, and we saw that when we have x squared, the parent function looks like this. Okay, this point is 1, 1, and this point is negative 1, 1. Okay, and then we go to 2, 4. You know, it's going to be up here, and then negative 2, 4. Okay, so anyways, I have the parent function, but I'm going to have to drop it down 3 units. So let's make each unit 1. Okay, so I'm going to drop it down 3 units from the parent function, and I get the vertex here. Now I have 1 dot on each side, and now I go 2 over and 4 up. 2 over in this direction and 4 up. Okay, so here's my parabola. Oops. Let me see if I can do that again. Kind of missed the point there. All right. Okay. So I erased some of this stuff, so I'm just fixing it really quickly. Okay. Now let me do that again, and there we go. Okay, now that looks better. All right. So I'm going to use test point 1, 1, which is inside the parabola. So x equals 1, y equals 1. And I'm testing it. So 1, is that greater than 1 squared minus 3? So 1 is greater than negative 2. That's true. So that means I'm going to shade inside the parabola where the test point is. So that is going to be in here. Okay, so I'm going to stop at 11. I will start back up on number 12. Thank you for watching these ones.